Hello friends, I am your friend Jessie and today we together are going to learn the name of our chess pieces. First, we are going to learn the name in our day-to-day life. So, who is this? The king. It is the most important person of our kingdom. He is the ruler. With the king comes our queen. She is also the most important person. Now let's see who is there. Who is this? This is a monkey, right? No. This is a elephant, right? How does the elephant do a trumpet? Now next comes our. Who is this? This is our horse. The horse does Now next is our. Who is this? Do you remember who is this? I don't know who is this. Right, it's our camel. It lives in the hot desert. Now let's see who is next. This is our soldier. He supports us. He helps us to live safely. Now we are going to learn this thing in our chess name. So who was this? He was our king, right? In English, we call him the king. And in our chess language, we also call him our king. How can you remember the king? Yes, king is the most important person and it has a plus sign on his head. It has infinity points. He is the most important, right? So he has the most points. We call Raja in Hindi and Raja in Marathi. Now, who was next? Do you remember who was next? Yes, it was a queen, right? In English, we call her the queen, and in chess language, we also call her the queen. So, how can you remember the queen? Yes, she's like our mother. She is the most important, and that's why she can move anywhere on a chessboard. She is also the very important piece. Now, in Hindi, we call her the Rani, and in Marathi, we call her the Wazir, Pradhan, or Rani. She has 9 points because she is bigger. She is big. Next, we have our elephant. In English, we call elephant. And in our chess language, we call it the rook. How can you remember it? Yes. In Hindi, if you want to say stop, how do you say ruk jao? You remove the jao and this is our rook. When you do the action ruk jao, then you see 5 fingers. So the rook has 5 points. In Hindi, we call it hati. And in Marathi, we call it hatti. Now, who was next? Do you know who was next? Let's see. Yes, it was a horse. In English, we call it a horse. And in our chess language, we call it knight. So how can you remember it? When you go to bed, what do you wish? Good night. You are good and this is our knight. Knight has 3 points. It has 3 points. In Hindi, we call it Ghoda. And in Marathi, we call it Ghoda. Now, next was our. Yes, camel. In English, we call it the camel. And in our chess language, we call it bishop. So how can you remember it? Yes, B, bishop. Say B, bishop. Or else slanting, bishop. Slanting, bishop. It also has 3 points. Knight and bishop are best friends, so they have the same points. Now, in Hindi, we call it un. In Marathi, we call it unt. Now, who was next? Do you know who was next? Yes, right. It was our soldier. In English, we call it the soldier. And in our chess language, we call it pawn. So, how can you remember the pawn? Do you like corn? Yes, right? Everyone likes eating corn. You remove the C and add a P. It is pawn. The pawn is very little, so it has only 1 point. In Hindi, we call it Shipahi. And in Marathi, we call it Sipa. Sainik. Now, as we've learned the name of our chess pieces, you have to remember it. But remember, learn chess, play chess, and enjoy playing chess. Bye. See you in our next video. Our next video is going to be about the movement of our pieces. Bye.